Picture this. A child sits in their room, surrounded by toys, yet declares they are bored. Just 20 years ago, that same child would have transformed a cardboard box into a spaceship, turned wooden blocks into an entire civilization, or created elaborate adventures with nothing more than their mind. Today, we are witnessing something unprecedented in human development. For the first time in history, an entire generation is growing up with significantly diminished imaginative capabilities, and the consequences are far more alarming than most parents realize. The decline of imagination in children represents one of the most critical yet overlooked crises of our time. Research conducted by Dr. Kyung-hee Kim at the College of William and Mary analyzed over 300,000 creativity test scores spanning 5 decades. The results were startling. Children's creativity scores have been steadily declining since 1990, with the most dramatic drops occurring in the youngest age groups. This phenomenon, termed the creativity crisis, reveals that modern children are losing their capacity for imaginative thinking at an unprecedented rate. The implications extend far beyond childhood play. Imagination serves as the foundation for critical cognitive functions, including problem-solving, emotional regulation, and social development. When children engage in imaginative play, their brains undergo remarkable transformations. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for executive function and decision-making, develops stronger neural pathways. Simultaneously, the default mode network, crucial for self-reflection and creative thinking, becomes more robust and interconnected. Dr. Peter Gray's longitudinal studies demonstrate that children who lack sufficient imaginative play experience measurable deficits in emotional intelligence. They struggle to understand different perspectives, show reduced empathy, and exhibit difficulty managing complex emotions. These children often develop what psychologists term learned helplessness, becoming dependent on external stimulation and direction rather than generating their own solutions and entertainment. The academic consequences are equally concerning. Students with diminished imaginative capabilities demonstrate reduced performance in subjects requiring abstract thinking, particularly mathematics and science. They struggle with hypothesis formation, creative problem solving, and the ability to visualize complex concepts. Standardized test scores in these areas have shown corresponding declines that correlate directly with reduced imaginative play in early childhood. Perhaps most shocking is the impact on mental health. Children who have lost touch with their imagination show significantly higher rates of anxiety and depression. Without the internal refuge that imagination provides, these children become entirely dependent on external sources for emotional regulation and entertainment. When those sources are unavailable, they experience profound distress and inability to cope independently. The root causes are multifaceted but interconnected. Excessive screen time replaces active imagination with passive consumption. Overscheduled lives leave no space for unstructured play. Safety concerns have eliminated many opportunities for independent exploration. Educational systems prioritizing standardized testing have systematically removed creative subjects and free play from curricula. The long-term societal implications are staggering. Today's imaginatively impaired children will become tomorrow's workforce, lacking the creative thinking skills essential for innovation and adaptation. They will struggle as parents, unable to model imaginative play for their own children, perpetuating the cycle. However, the solution lies within our grasp. Research consistently shows that imagination can be restored through deliberate intervention. Providing unstructured playtime, limiting passive entertainment, and encouraging open-ended activities can revitalize dormant imaginative capacities. The choice before us is clear. We can continue allowing imagination to atrophy in our children, accepting the devastating consequences for their cognitive development, emotional well-being, and future success. Or we can take immediate action to preserve one of humanity's most precious gifts. The future of human creativity and innovation hangs in the balance, and that future begins with the children in our care today.